I can remember a time, not long ago, a time where our only concern was how we were going to store all the fish Gunk had caught that day. We were all so relaxed. I dare even say we were happy. We had everything we could ever dream of. We had the start of a beautiful village with tons of new folks moving in. It wasn't long after the castle was finished that we added the final touches to Ragnar, the best military fortress and prison that anyone had ever seen. It was nice, peaceful.
Okay, check one. That should be good. Okay, just gotta change this. Okay, I think we're good to go. Awesome. All right, I think we're live. I think everything's good. So, for those of you who don't know what's about to happen, I know I'm a little bright and red. It's weird on the camera. It's fine, but in the future, I'm probably gonna have like a better camera. But anyway, so what's about to happen is we are about to embark on an incredible journey. We are going to do a D&D session. This campaign's actually being hosted by my brother, which is also the one and only Red. You'll see him a lot in a lot of stuff, but first time ever streaming a D&D session, so this is going to be very new for all of us, but we're going to try it. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of chaos, so there's going to be a lot of laughing, a lot of technical difficulties, and just a lot of fun overall. But we're going to go for it. It's going to be cool, and we're just going to try it out. Okay, we're fine. I think everything's looking good. Woo! I think we're about ready to start. We're going to start off. He's going to do a little bit of like a introduction of what happened, because this is actually the second season of this same campaign. So there's going to be a lot of context you'll just have to pick up along the way. But he's going to kind of give a quick recap. This is his second campaign he's ever DMing. He does a fairly decent job too. And so our normal DM can actually play as one of the players. So we're going to have a lot of fun. So... and if you guys can't tell, I'm currently playing in a character, Odysseus of Ithaca, if you don't know who that is. But but the rest of the party does not know this, because the character that I was playing in the last season, last season was a custom one named Armin Ackerman, who was a very powerful Yonti. But anyway, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, I am here. I'm ready to go.
We are here. We are here. We are here.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Thing.
Everyone's ready? Okay. Welcome to the first session in a long time
Yeah.
of the quest for the Magium. The title of this session is Heroes Assembled. I'm gonna go over a brief recap, a little introduction of the party after the recap, and then we'll start with the sessions. So the campaign started with a competition being announced on a island shrouded in mystery. The adventurers far and wide heard tale of a tournament of mages, a tournament of champions was being hosted on this island on the continent of Varanthia. It was off-putting and strange because no no one heard anything. There's no diplomatic relationships or communication in general from the island, and everyone knows that no one goes there and no one comes from there. Then all of a sudden they're everywhere announcing this tournament. So people from far and wide all gathered to join this tournament and claim the prize of a lifetime, the prize to get wishes, any wish you could ever ask for, to gain wish magic itself. The one catch: the one who wins the tournament must stay on the island for the next 5 years as its champion. So as various party members assembled in these like Stonehenge rings, they were given a little warning: be careful where you tread, and for not all is safe. The island is blessed yet cursed. First, don't trust anything you see, but trust all that all that the magic tells you. The people on the island can be friend or foe. Oh, and For the sake of the section of the civilians on the island, a spell was cursed on all participants that made it where if they had the intent or even accidentally tried to harm one of the civilians, a spell would turn them to powder out of to try and keep. And they did this so that people could try and keep their own people safe. And with that, all the participants and shook with a violent white light as they shot to the sky, little balls of light being dropped randomly across the island of Roranthea. Boom, boom, boom. Some landing in trees, some landing in rivers, some landing in open fields or in the middle of a city. And they were told that the first objective of the tournament would be revealed within the coming days. To use that time wisely to get acquainted with the island itself and get familiar with the surroundings. Form bonds, form enemies. Do what you will, just don't harm the civilians. And then the party, we had we had Moose who plays as Armin, Yanti, a wizard, who came from his homeland with big dreams. He met up with Cohen, Owen, a cleric of the north, and Varys, a wizard with a giant purple mustache, in the forest. They fought a foe uh, named Dave, Dave Cutthroat. They survived. They survived him and his many knives to travel on. As they were traveling, they met a woman named Rose. Was think a a brown tunic, black skirt going all the way down to her feet. She had a red cloak over her shoulders and kind of brownish red hair on her shoulders. She was being attacked by goblins. The party saved them with Armand severing the heads uh, of one of the leader and draining the life out of two of his compatriots in a very gruesome display. Rose thanked them for their help and uh, said that she was looking for herbs and medicine to deal with a curse that was befallen and a plague that was befallen her town. And she asked Cohen for his assistance in doing this. So the party treaded off into the woods to follow her back to her town, the town of Thelaeus. It was she told you it was a port town run by a gnome king who is known as a inventor. As the party traveled, they met a met a talking deer and her fawn who gave them
Oh
shelter
dear.
in a cave. And Armin being the magician he is, put a spell on this creature to be their guide for a while. No harm befell the deer here, and the spell broke, and the deer went on their way. They did slowly find out though that all animals on this island are sentient. All of them talk. They have their own culture, religion, and way of life, which is strange. Not many people. This is the first place in the world they have heard of such a thing. And then at night, the party saw in the sky written words signaling for all dragon slayers in the land to be warned and be ready, for the king of dragons lives on this island. With that warning, they went to bed, and then following day Uh, they began traveling east toward the town, and around midday, they were approached by a young boy of young Asian features, wearing blue flowery robes with golden stitching all throughout in like a flowery pattern. The boy had blonde hair and his eyes were shut. And he laughed. He he laughed at them and uh, asked asked them questions, and uh, it was shown to be a very powerful magic eater. They found out that his name was Eden, and he was a Stillwater, a being of immense power, measurable only to that of celestials and demigods. odds. And after talking to him, he on a whim was about to kill the group, but then was convinced to let them live if they deliver a message to a long dead race called the Athari, a race known to have negative effects on magic, and any magic they touched withered away. And the message was, "Remember the still winter." And with that, he disappeared, all without ever opening his eyes or being in any real struggle. The party continued on for the next day of travel. Only around that afternoon time, hear wings flapping like thunder, and looked up after they heard that in the distance and saw a dragon the size of what can only be compared a city, a dragon the size of a city itself. Uh, along with the dragon was several hundred normal-sized dragons, but were the size of like ants compared to his might. Flying around him. The dragon shouted out that he was Tyrath, the king of all dragons, and he smelled the essence of Eden on this group. He demanded to know where Eden was. The party obviously did not know, but the dragon did not believe them. After some very close and very powerful charisma checks from Armin, the dragon, nearly let them go in peace, but then sent down several wyverns to deal with them and make an example of them. Only for Owen, a member of the party, a cleric, to call upon his deity Abraxas, and lightning fell out of the sky with a shout of Abraxas' name, killing all the single beast. Party fought this injured wyvern and slew it. Afterwards, there's a little hiccup with a small tooth with legs, eggs, and a smile that was insistent on climbing into one of their mouths. They were able to shoo away this tiny little creature and throw it into the brush. The party then continue on, just contemplating like what they've seen. They've seen spellcasters that defy reality, and they've seen a dragon the size of a city. Some things that were only supposed to be a myth and legend in the world, but seem to be reality and common day here. Then that evening, Armin got summoned to the woods. He went to the woods and saw a representative of Tyrath. He Armin was at first looking to make a deal with this man until the man and produced a until the Dragonborn produced a brand and said he must be branded with the symbol of Tyrath to prove his loyalty. After Armin recognized the brand as the same symbol that was on the flag of pirates that raided his home long ago, he refused. Then, as he was about to attack this Dragonborn, hear the crack of grass behind him and a twig snap. He as he turned around, he just saw this white mask covered in runes as a hand grabbed his forehead, and all the magic in his body left him, and he fell limp, not able to feel anything. Then, as then he was carried off and put into a wagon in chains to be led off somewhere. And the next morning, the rest of the party, Various and Cohen, woke up. Rose cooking some breakfast, as asking the group some questions. Then they saw Armin was still asleep. So they woke him up only to be surprised by a dragonborn or laying in his bedroll. Then several more popped out of the woods and ambushed the party. A brutal battle ensued, with various airs shifting into an owl and flying through the trees, attacking them from afar. Are Cohen almost falling to the Dragonborn, but the Dragonborn made a interesting move. They tried to keep them alive for some reason. They put a pair of cuffs on Cohen once he was down that seemed to damper his magic. Then, after successfully defeating all the Dragonborn, they found a golden horn that that when they blew it, they heard no one in the distance that somewhat roughly gave the location of where of another band. They, fearing the worst, went after this caravan in hopes of finding Armin. And after finding a caravan surrounded in illusion magic, the party then and battled, and while the party was battling the Dragonborn, Armin made a deal with a little kobold that was standing guard, named of Clank, and that in exchange for releasing him, he'll give him some of his fizzy juice. The After a very good charisma and persuasion check, the kobold was enraptured by the idea. So he helped Armin escape. Together they fought and killed the band of warriors as with the aid of the other prisoners they released. And we pick up back in our story, Ori with the party just now slaying the final of the enemies. Armin and the rest of the group are next to Clank as he stares at them with a smile before the brand on his shoulder causes him to turn to stone. And he was happy to give his final moments of life to help his new friend in exchange for this fizzy juice, which, by all accounts, armament is poison, but they actually ended up giving him a nice, refreshing drink before the entire body was succumbed. And now stands before the party is this stone statue of a kobold. Oh, well, the other prisoners have already my prisoners have already wandered off and said they're going to go about their journey. And this is where we pick up. Now, I will quickly post in session chat uh, a image of the images of the existing party.
Um, how do I show that?
Let me see.
Guys, so if you all were to look in session chat, you'll see a Varys with his giant blue mustache and typical druid, like more druid and foresty garbs. You see Cohen, full plate mail and a shield, blonde hair, and lightning scars on him. Then you see Armin with a skull mask and dark blue robes, with wielding two scimitars. And then, and, and then in this moment, when we will pick up with this group, and so we do have two new players joining us, and they will actually join the session in a moment or two, once the time
Yo,
has come. So
And we are. Give us like 2 minutes.
okay, and
nice
so
character sheet, by the way, Armand.
Yep.
all right,
I will
so
look.
what?
No,
Yeah,
you're
so what
good.
are you guys doing? Armin, Cohen, and Varys. You just saw Clank with a smile on his face. He's turned to stone. Oh, and still clutching the glass of liquid that you guys have given him. Given him. You got three cars behind you, several dead bodies of the enemy. You guys did successfully loot the wagons and found a chest plate, a compass,
Hey, Red.
and yes,
Before we finish that, can you briefly describe who the characters were that you shared? I know they're our characters, but can you like briefly?
okay, yeah. We got Varys, a elven figure with blue combed over hair, silver circlet around his head with a symbol of an owl on it, a giant blue mustache, like kind of handlebar mustache ash on
I
his
just have
face,
it.
uh, a more tan skin than he's wearing green and purple robes, and one of his hands has a giant clawed gauntlet on it. Then you got Cohen, a cleric who has blonde hair, a human, and he has like more paler skin, like someone from the north. He wears full armor and has a shield in front of him, lightning scars across his face, a battle hammer on his back, and he's wearing like a blue cloak.
Welcome.
And then And then you have Armin, your character moves. A Yuan-Ti with more pale green skin, a black skull mask covering your face, and then dark blue and black robes, like shrouding your entire figure. You're leaving almost nothing for the human eye to see. And you wield these two magnificent scimitars on your sides. All right. Now, was that sufficient?
Yes.
Okay.
I suppose it was.
Now that you guys found a piece of plate mail, a compass a compass, and several small miniature animals with like keychain rings on them. Then, after picking through some more boards, Varys found a manuscript that was written that was written in the language of the ancients. And after deciphering it, it had names of sorcerers and locations to be taken, and has Armin's name on it, going to the location of Almor. And Varys recognized this town as a town forbidden to travel, for n- it's a city of metal and the dead. And that's where we pick up. What are all you doing?
Well, I'm going to um, uh, flap my wings and shrink them back beneath my chest plate. And
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, Cohen does have magnificent wings. He appeared to be human, but turned out to be of the Asimar race.
Yep.
I'm going to seclude my wings back underneath my chest plate and float down, stand, overlook the area, and I'm going to walk up to Armin, see if he has anything to say.
Okay. All right. Cohen. What just happened? This is while looking at Clank.
I'm not quite sure. Some sort of ambush.
I
Certain, but I'm not.
I told
entirely sure.
Varys to not give him the poison, right?
I gave him apple juice.
Yeah, you gave him apple juice. So
I'm sorry, I gave him apple soda. Yeah.
is there a species allergic to apple juice?
If you guys want, you can make an Arcana check to take a closer look.
Would I know what this is, or
Or what are we taking a closer look at?
Actually, Varys, you would know what this is.
all right?
You would know that all those who have the brand of Tyrath, if they betray him, will the brand will sizzle and burn and slowly turn them to stone, making them a statue at you, so that all can see the fate of those who betray the King of Dragons.
Yep. And that is unfortunately the fate of poor Clank. However, all is not lost. We might be able to reverse the effects somehow.
I mean, I'm sure there's some ways, but I'm a little spent for the day. Anyways,
Yes.
we have some other friends to attend to, and I'm going to walk up towards the two other guys that were there.
Those guys have already left. The moment the fight was over, like
Yes, they did.
yeah, you the people that ended the fight was a bare-chested wizard that had a long beard that was braided to a fist, and then a guy, the man with brown skin and deserty survivalist robes and wielded two chains. After the fight, they immediately walked off, saying they got places to be and people to kill. Kakarn and Celeste, are you both available? Yeah, ready yet?
Yes.
Okay. So, uh, okay, we'll get to that in a second. So, what are all you doing? You got the carts,
I've
the horses
I've
are
already
still
freed all the horses.
I'm gonna walk past Clank and head towards Fuzzbear, and then walk past and begin searching the carts for any other things we might have missed.
Yes. Make a investigation check.
Investigation check,
Are
absolutely.
you alright, my good friend Fuzzbear?
That
It was
is
a
going to be
hectic
a
battle.
12.
Okay, 12. 12. You find two more pairs uh of those shackles that seem to nullify magic, as well as one release rod that if you press it against the chains, it will lock or unlock them.
Hey, Master DM, I have a
Yes.
confession.
What is that?
I have to do a magic trick real fast.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. This will not take very long at all, I promise.
At least we're getting it out now.
Yes.
I,
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I got quick
run
ones, don't worry.
run these things by me before you make them part of the stream, please.
Okay, we'll do. Also, we can discuss like different ideas we can do for the thing as well. All right, so really fast here, I'm gonna do this. I'm just going to
No.
take a random card.
I'm just gonna Cohen, would you mind muting Moose in the
That works. Hold on.
server chat so we
Actually,
can
hold
continue
on.
on some discussion while he
Yep.
does some.
All right, that works. All right, so real fast here. Okay, 3 diamonds. I'm gonna take this 3 diamonds. All I gotta do is just take it, put it right back here on top, give it a snap, and we'll see that somehow one card is gonna be different than all the others. And that's gonna be one card is gonna be different than all the others. If we take a look at this card, it's gonna be none other than our beautiful, our beautiful 3 of diamonds. Now that's crazy, I know, but check this out. We'll take that 3 of diamonds. I'm going to leave it right there for now. Okay, even put it kind of under there so I can't touch it. All right, so now I'm just going to go through like this. I'm just going to go to a random spot. If I would have stopped there, I would have stopped at the 6 of hearts. If I would have stopped here, it would have been the 10 of diamonds. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. If you were here, I would have you call it stop. Go right there. In this case, the Queen of Spades. So I'll take that. So our card is going to be the Queen of Spades. I'm going to mix these up, give it a quick shuffle. And then just like that, one card is going to be different than all the rest. So if we go through here and try to look for that card. Da 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 da. And then just like that. Actually, I did say one card is different than all the rest, didn't I? One card, none other than our one and only Queen of Spades. Hey, there we go. Awesome.
Testing. Can you hear me?
His stream is a good like 10
Okay,
minutes
you
behind,
can
I think.
unmute him. Yeah, you can unmute him. Now.
I'm good. I am back. I'm done.
Okay. Now we can. So Cohen, while you are searching the cards, Varys is uh playing with Fuzzbear, and Armin, you're just intensely staring at Clank, feeling a hint of sadness and almost like
Hmm.
shame, like
Test.
you caused this to this creature.
I
Ah.
cannot hear. And Moose, your volume on stream is super quiet.
That's not much I can do about that. I was probably just being quiet.
And
Yeah.
at this time, while you guys are doing this, you hear the clank of a horse and a buggy, bumpity, and then as you all
Look
glance
at
over,
Frosty go.
you see a fourth cart come around the bend with with a halfling and a woman and a woman that has like dragonborn scales across her face,
Not
and
again.
they the cart immediately comes to a stop. Up, you see them. Like they glance over at the bodies around them of all their comrades. Are any of you trying to do anything quickly before they have a chance?
I'm gonna kind of
I'm
back
going
up and
to-
like get my my senses.
I will see if I have this. I have a spell.
At this,
I am immediately going to duck between the two carts that are between me, and have my back against the wall and just be watching Varys and Armin's reactions on what's going on and listening out.
okay. Uh, Varys, are you doing anything at this precise moment? Like the moment you see them, are you doing anything?
Can I
I'm
check if?
going to hide on top of the cart, ready to cast sleep spell.
There you go.
Okay.
Can I like look at them and then tell if he's or tell if they are friendly or not just by the way they're
Insight check.
insight check?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that. I should probably move my camera up. That would make a little bit more sense. Okay, so then
Is
I'm going
Armand next to me
to.
to where I can cast guidance?
What is the distance on guidance?
It's touch.
Let me
And you're not in range.
do insight real fast. Okay, insight. Total 16.
You see that they are immediately bewildered, a little scared, because you see the three of you and all their guys dead.
But they see us.
Yeah.
And you see them, you see the halfling look at the woman, and the cart slowly starts backing up, like they're going, slowly trying to just back straight up, back around the bend in the road. And you see the halfling like whispering to her, like, "Go, go, 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 go away, back away."
Don't I sell my cloak of daggers?
Yes, you do.
How many am I able to throw since we're technically not in combat? Can I quickly throw one at each of them?
You can try.
Okay. What do you want me to roll for that?
Yes.
What do you want me to roll for that?
You would have to roll a attack with the daggers.
Okay. Okay.
Roll a straight attack roll.
I would like to do something as he's
What do you
preparing
want?
to attack.
Yeah. Okay.
I want
What
to.
do you want?
I want to stay hidden, fly a little closer in my owl form, and
Okay.
I will be. I will look for the brand.
Okay. Yeah. We'll first do what Arm's doing because that'd be that would go
Yeah.
way faster.
I
So,
actually
No
I
problem.
have the reaver, which says it's a ranged weapon.
I'll roll perception.
oh yes, that is the bow you acquired. That was
Yes.
attached to the hide of the
Yes, I will use this instead.
Okay, you'll make a attack with it.
Okay, just one.
Yes. And are you going to do this as? Are you going to use charge to make this a barbed arrow?
Barbara the River has teachers, so you change the way you can accelerate charge using attack action to special interest. Yes.
Okay. So
Oh wait,
yeah, make an attack
if
roll.
you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces. Okay, so yeah, I will. So make the attack roll.
Who are you aiming at? The woman or the halfling? The woman is holding the reins. The halfling's just sitting there on the side.
Bro's about to kill a woman in cold blood.
They're the enemy, are they not?
You can tell from this distance that it is another prison cart.
Okay, can I aim for the like not to hit her, but to hit next to her?
So hitting the cart instead. Yeah. So
Yes.
make a attack roll.
22.
You most definitely hit, and the arrow just shoots right in with the chain, right in between them. Do you say anything after you fire, or just fire in silence?
Halt.
Okay.
So
Creation.
Varys is doing his thing, but all I can see is Armin firing. I'm then going to cast Fog Cloud and create a 20-foot sphere centered in front of the two people. in a way that the fog is only in front of them, so anything behind the cart is not obstructed.
Okay. First I want Varys to make a stealth check with
Stealth.
advantage. Yes,
Fair. Okay.
with
And
advantage
then
because the fog cloud would have been cast while you're flying forward.
and then through the point of order, after I cast that, I'm immediately going to try and run through, hop over whatever's connecting these carts, and then
Dirty
run
21.
back towards the back of the cart.
Yes, I would do that too. I would be going to the back too once.
What do you roll for yourself?
Dirty 21.
Ooh.
Okay, and Cohen, are you trying to go stealth at all,
Um,
or just run as
no, I'm
full
I'm
speed?
I'm I'm going as fast as I can.
Okay, so Varys, you just silent as owl you are. They don't even notice. Notice you hear the moment the fog cloud is cast, as and do any of you speak
Wait.
halfling or draconic?
Here, I got this for the
I speak
recording
Draconic.
sounds.
Okay.
Draconic.
Do any of you speak halfling?
No.
No. I
Okay.
speak Zimnian.
Yeah. You hear
That's going.
something. You hear something muttered in halfling.
I speak
Hear.
Draconic as well.
Okay. They hear the woman in Draconics Onyx say, "No, no, we're not running. We got a job to do." Then at that moment, Owen, you feel something run past through your leg, and Armin, you see out of the fog cloud, the halfling just bolted for the woods.
Um,
Like he's out
does he
of there.
wait? You said he passes by
So
me.
I'm on the riverside, and he's running towards
Yeah.
the woods.
No, he's running straight to the river. He doesn't
So,
know the river's there.
so
Oh,
does
to
he
the.
pass by
Oh,
me?
okay, got it.
No, he passes by
Oh,
you.
the other
And
side. I see the river
yeah,
now.
Got
yeah,
it. Okay.
Armin, you see him dart out of the fog cloud and just jump straight into the river.
I'm gonna let him
Hmm.
run, and I'm gonna try and get to the back of the cart.
Okay.
I will follow suit, as my
Okay.
natural reaction would
Yeah.
be.
As you both get to the back of the cart, I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw.
Both as in who?
So, both people in the back of the cart.
Natural 20.
Nice. Natural 20 as well. 21.
Nice.
Am
There-
I not seeing
Ooh,
the map right
yeah,
or
you can
something?
check. I did it
Oh,
in D&D
never
Okay.
Guns.
mind. I see
See
it
the
now.
roll.
Okay, so Armin, as you're standing out there, you hear a loud boom,
Ah,
and both of you see right above your head a spark of lightning shoot directly above your head.
ah.
You all hear a Dragonborn saying, "I will," yeah, say, "I will not defend my post. I will not leave my post." But then,
Do
as
I
you hear a shot
see?
this, as you hear a shot this, you see the halfling, as he just jumped to make it into the river, turns to stone and
Ah,
plops like a rock,
ah,
Oh?
ah.
meaning he has showing, continuing to show the fate of those who leave whatever
Do
command they
I
were given.
see the emblem on the woman at all?
There's fog out in the way. You cannot see.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna, as soon as I get to the back of the cart, dodge whatever was happening, and I'm just going to is it just solid wood, or is there some
You
sort of
see,
windows, or
okay, the moment both of you get to that cart, you see metal bars all around it, like a typical case fashion, but no lock. On the lock, just solid metal bars all the way, like they're. You see the spot where the lock should be, but there is not even a keyhole. And Cohen, you see inside the cart, laying unconscious, a familiar figure. A figure which you encountered several months ago in uh in a wooded area where you saved and changed his life forever. You immediately recognize this as Kakarn, unconscious on the
Ooh.
ground with a chain around his leg.
I am going to hold on. Let me just.
Ooh. The plot
I'm gonna
thickens.
um put my hands around the bars, and I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Ooh.
Okay. You,
So
you look at
3D.
you cast
So
shatter.
that is 12 points of damage to the bar.
As he's doing that, I just kind of wave the key. Like, I still have the key to these things.
I'm gonna cast Shatter on the bars and try and break them.
As you cast shatter on the bars, you see the bars themselves like suck the magic out of like you see the entire magic spell that it casts gets like zapped and absorbed into the
Ah.
bars themselves and dissipate.
I just walk over, shaking my
my
head,
hands-
and just
My hands kind of crackle with lightning a little bit, and as you said, I am okay. Running now to the front of the cart.
Armin, what you say you're doing, Armin?
I walked over to the cage that he just tried to break, and I'm
Okay.
just shaking my head, grab the key, and tap it on the
Armin, I need you to make a athletics check.
an athletics check
An athletics check.
for walking. Okay.
Okay, so you
Said
fucked up,
athletics or acrobatics.
athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Dirty
as
20.
fast as I can move around the cart.
Well, what'd you get, Armin?
Dirty 20
Okay. You're rolling very well tonight already.
so far.
So, Armin, you feel arms wrap around you,
Ah,
but
how does
you
that
really
rolling
shut them
well?
up and
Okay.
see the woman that was invisible with the.
Oh
with
wait, don't I have
finger
true
ring.
sight with this character though?
You do not have true sight with Scare.
Bruh. Okay.
So you have dark vision, but
That's
she was
right, that's right.
invisible. So then immediately after that, she gives out a snarl. Then all three of you need to make a dexterity saving throw again.
Including me now, because I walked
Yeah.
over. Said dexterity.
Yes.
16.
11.
Also 16.
Okay. Varys, you take 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay, in that case, I am going to retreat.
And both of you guys take half that much. So both of you take 5 points of lightning damage from the spell that she immediately backs up and lets out a wave of lightning that arcs from each one of you.
Okay.
Then
So, Armin, did you say that you were trying to unlock the cage?
Well, now I'm using my bow again at the. Actually, hold on.
first, Varys, what are you doing?
I'm going to the trees.
Okay,
'Cause
Varys,
that was half my health, more than half my health.
Varys, you just book it straight for the trees and make another make a. No, are you just trying bolting, or are you trying to get out of there without her seeing you?
Yeah, I'm
I'd
gonna
like to say fog
get out
cloud
without
is
her
still
seeing
there,
me.
which is surrounding her. So,
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, Varys, you just bolt, and so then Cohen, you get a chance to react real quick before we go back to Armin.
okay. Yeah, I'm trying to run to the front and hop up onto where she would be.
Make an acrobatics check.
To
Yeah, to
what
try
I'm
and
doing?
jump onto the cart. You're trying to jump onto the side of the cart in
Okay.
your armor.
Is there no like steps in there?
They are not on this side. The steps are on the other side.
Okay. Alright. That's a 17 to climb up on the cart.
You just the cart shakes a little. She turns around in the two of you. Armin, what are you doing?
Okay. Is she facing me or is she facing
Yeah.
Cohen?
She is facing you, and yeah, and Cohen, could you actually switch the spots of where the woman is and Armin is? Armin, the woman would win on the outside of you guys. Yeah,
Opportunity attack.
yeah, she would win behind Armin as you. Yes.
Okay. So I will now. Hang on. So does my vampiric touch count as an action or bonus action?
In action, pretty sure.
It's a
Special.
it's a action.
Okay. Do I also have surprise attack with this guy?
That is your other character moves.
I know. I'm just double checking because it's been a
this
while
is
since I
a
played
Not
this guy.
yet, but you
Wizard
will.
blade sorcery.
Gotcha. So I will first use a bonus action to throw a dagger, right?
You will have disadvantage at this close range.
Well, that's fine. No, just because it's a bonus action.
Okay.
So I don't
that-
mind doing that.
Okay.
First roll 23 to hit. Second roll 26, so
So you're throwing
23. My second roll was a nat 20, but it's you said disadvantage, so 23 was total to hit.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Why are you throwing so well?
And these are double threes, so 10. Oh wait, it says
Okay.
crit 10. Is that because I rolled for damage? Both of them are threes, but it's a D4.
Because the second one was a natural.
Oh
20,
right,
I'm
right.
assuming.
So it's
So,
actually
and it doesn't know that you had disadvantage.
gotcha.
So, yeah, 10 points of damage. You stab her with the dagger. She
No,
looks at
I threw the dagger.
snarls. Okay, you threw the dagger. It hits her shoulder. She snarls at you menacingly.
So then I will
And-
use my actual action. So bonus action was to throw it while she's distracted by a dagger being slammed into her chest at somehow shockingly great impact. I will then grab onto like right of her shoulders and then, or actually not her shoulders, but like essentially a hand around the head, vampiric touch.
Make a attack roll.
Total of a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay,
Roll the roll the damage.
and it's necrotic damage.
Necrotic, and you heal what you take.
So I dealt 7 necrotic, which I'm already
Okay,
max
so-
health.
You took 5 damage from their blaze blast.
Oh,
That's right. You took half damage
Yeah,
on the
did
6.
you-
so
Yeah.
So now
I
you're
do
max.
5 and then 7 heal. Now
Yeah.
I'm at max.
Okay. After you just grab her, like put your hand on her chest, zap the life out of her, she looks back wounded, so is shocked. And then, before anything else can happen, you hear the sound of something spinning. Then the side of her head, you see a sword land.
Ah,
And she plops just like
ah,
freezes for a moment.
ah.
Flops over. And you see what a Gladys Roman sword is sticking out of the side of her head.
Lovely.
Then,
Ooh, ouch.
Then you hear Ferris, you see it first, this man with a cloak over his head and hunkered down in the woods, stand up and walking straight out and then reach down, grab the sword from her, and cut off the head.
Ah.
And it's like, I don't take chances with their kind. And if you guys look in the session chat, you will see. Yeah, you see this figure, a man as he pulls down the cloak, with black hair that's almost at his neck,
Oh.
a, a stubble grown like he's been on sea for a long time. He's wearing a Roman style armor. Like, he looks like a Greek warrior that's been on the field for far too long. Is I'm glad I could kill that one myself. She took my companions. And at this, with all this chaos, all this chaos, Kakan, you have awoken with wake up to the sounds of battle.
And Kakarn wakes up as Cohen yanks on the reins. I'm riding out.
You're riding out on the
Yeah, I got on the cart. I'm now riding the cart outward.
away from everyone else.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm
do you
only
guys-
going about like 60 feet or so forward until I'm stopping, getting out of the cart, and going to the back.
What are the rest of you guys doing when you see just Cohen jump on the cart and books it?
So
I'm
Cohen's
going
making
to
a
stay hidden.
so Cohen's making away with the cart, and the cart contained
Figure. You never saw the figure.
yeah, but he contained Kakarn, right?
So, yeah.
So I will then so he books it, but there's no more. Okay, I see now. So I will then
You're
take
standing in front of this
yeah,
Greek warrior.
kind of. So I'm just standing like I kind of like back up and do kind of like one of these like
He looks. You see him look at the cart. He's like, not again.
looks at the what?
And Yeah, you see this reward before. As soon as he sees the card dart off, he's like, "Oh, not again!" And then starts looking into the card.
Armand's just kind of standing there confused, like, huh?
Then,
So,
while
about
yeah,
like
while they're
80, 90 feet out, I'm gonna come back around and just kind of put
like,
my arm up against the bars and look at Kakarn.
Tarn, you have woken up just to see, as you feel a hand touch your leg.
Ah.
What's your initial reaction?
I'm looking up at Cohen, and
You
immediately
don't know it. Yeah, you don't know it's Cohen yet. Like, what's your reaction? You just
how
wake up after being put in the cage, and you just feel a hand grab your leg.
Ah.
oh, and I'm jumping and probably. I mean, so what are my chains situation like?
You see, you have a chain around one of your ankles that's attached to the floor.
Okay, so then I'm jumping and probably initially like attempting to grab to bite him sort of thing. But then as soon as I see it is Cohen, then I am not doing that. And I'm like slowly like looking around, observing my situation, and very confused.
You are in a cage. You remember how you got here of the figure with the white mask with ruins grabbing you by the face and zapping the like felt like your entire life out of you. And then now you just woke up in this cage, Cohen standing in front of it. You feel a sense of accomplishment that you've completed part of your mission.
do I
Mostly great
still
concern.
do I still feel like that magicless sense?
That currently, yes.
Did you say yes?
Yeah, currently, yes. You do not feel your magic.
Ooh.
Okay.
What are you
Well,
guys doing?
I'm gonna say to Kakarn, I like new haircut. Looks good on you.
thank you.
So, listen, we don't
I
have much
figured I'd.
time to talk, but let's get you out of here first.
I'm
And I'm gonna figure
yes.
out a way
Let's.
to open the cage.
Okay, how are you
Gyron's
going?
still like
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
confused.
know what the cage looks like. There's
You
bars.
see the metal bars. You remember from their cages, you need the release rod that Armin
Okay.
has.
Yeah, and
To
I
Armand's
also
just
got a
standing
release
here
rod. I
so
also have one because
confused.
you told me I gained one when I looked
you
earlier.
Oh,
did
that's
find
right.
you did
Oh
find
yeah, I'm
one.
gonna put the release rod in the little socket.
In the original
Armand's
socket, we
just so confused.
you just tap it against the bars and uh Kakarn. Why you when you were initially confused about how the cage opened, now you just see this bar touches it and it unlocks like by magic. You still are chained by the
Ironically.
but you still are chained by the ankle to the floor though.
You gotta use the same route on
So,
the
but
ankle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
how-
and try and undo his other chains.
You tap it against the one on the floor, same thing happens, but the moment that was released, Kakarn, you feel your magic immediately return in like a wave.
okay,
There's a like almost overwhelming wave. Just
as soon as the chain is released, I'm like do not pass go. I'm like immediately scrambling out of the cage.
you barrel over Kakar, you barrel over Cohen, like knocking to the ground as you just bolt out of the cage. Uh, actually,
And then
both of you make
if I did not, then I'm picking
yeah,
back up quickly.
both of you make athletics checks. No, not athletics, the straight strength. Both of you make a straight strength check to see if
Oh
you're able to
no.
knock him over.
Well, I'm not. Well, okay. You know what?
You said you're scrambling out of the cage. Your words, not mine.
Well, I am booking it.
18.
Um, I do not know if I'm doing the correct. Oh, there it is. 21.
Okay, you success. No, and you think you're pretty strong, but the moment that his arm shoves you, like think of like a football player's stiff arm, boom, you're knocked out of the way, and
Desperation.
with relative ease.
Well, then in that case, yeah, I'm immediately turning around. And did he fall to the ground?
Uh, he did not because he had such a high roll, so you just like knocked him sideways. He stumbles a few
Excellent.
steps.
Then I'm trying to steady him, and then again, and My apologies, Cohen. Once again, you've saved my life. I'm in your debt.
I appreciate it. It's good to meet a familiar face. Listen, before we get to anything, I just want to say one thing.
Go for it.
You cannot trust anyone. We can only trust ourselves here. Keep that in mind.
Understood.
At this moment, the Greek warrior, and I assume Armin, you followed, and Varys, what are you doing? Because you saw both of them rush off toward the cardigan.
I will
Okay,
stay in
I
the
don't-
tree line.
Go ahead.
I will follow, but silently in the tree line, because I don't know whether to trust any of these people now.
That's fair.
Okay. Then, so both Kakarn and Cohen, you see the Greek warrior who, Kakarn, you know as the man you just met and were friends with before both you were being taken, rushing toward you, blade drawn, on looking at Cohen with death in the eyes, like, and he's shot. You will not take him as he lunges forward at you, Cohen.
Okay.
Hey Matthew, welcome to the
I'm gonna
stream.
pull out my shield and just try and block his attack as fast as I can.
You rolled very low on that. So yeah, what's your armor class?
My armor class is 18.
Yeah, I rolled below that. So yeah, it just hits.
I'm
It
going-
hits the shield, bounce off in a resounding sound.
Yeah, and as he does that, I'm gonna use Wrath of Storm as my reaction when someone misses. I can do this. Can you make a dex save from the shield as he hits sparks of lightning and thunderous booms are going to shout out at him.
while he does this, I'm gonna cast Taumaturgy, although I would probably cast it while he was attacking Cohen. And I am going to make my voice 3 times louder as normal, and then shout "Halt!"
So he makes. What's the save he has to beat?
Dex save DC 13.
He got 13.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
he's gonna take half damage. So he's going to take a total of. I rolled 2 8s on 2d8, so that's gonna be 8 damage.
Okay.
8 lightning damage.
So he takes 8 line damage. Then immediately, Kakarn shouts "Stop!" Uh, the Greek warrior looks at you. I try to get as quick as looks at you. Looks at Cohen. So he's your friend?
Yes, he's an ally. Cohen is a
Greek man.
old ally.
And you are?
My name is Odysseus my name is Odysseus of Ithaca. I arrived on this island, then was knocked out by the man white mask. I tried to rescue the new man I met, Kakarn, and where's the elf? Where's Celeste? Kakarn, where's Celeste?
Oh, I have no clue. I was knocked unconscious and thrown in the cage. Last I
Did-
saw, he was standing with you.
That's when
Did-
Armand walks up. He's like, "What's going on?"
Did any of you see a skull laying around?
Uh,
I'm gonna
It's
look
not-
around.
Okay, wait a second.
I
Does
mean,
this
you kind of
carriage, like,
split
have a-
one open.
Does this carriage have a front storage area?
It does.
Okay, then that's probably also where all my stuff is, and I want that too. So I'm going to that wherever that storage area is, and I'm like, I don't know if that would be a door I'd be
Make an
opening or something.
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna, as Kakarn's going there, I'm gonna just step between him and everyone else.
What's your investigation check?
I don't know. This is probably user error on D&D Beyond. One moment. I got a 13.
You find your armor and see on top of that the skull, but nothing else. And you see the skull with the ruins on it, and as you pick up the skull, hold it for a second, you see the eyes burst, and then all of you see in a flash of light, the moment that he touched the skull, a elven woman with blonde hair gets dumped out of it. And Celeste, you just you were aware of all the surroundings as you are when you are into Skull, and you and while you're in the Skull, you were told that after this man in the white mask touched the skull, you would need someone with magic already inside of them to touch the skull before to like reactivate the magic to allow you to escape. And in this case, Kakard was the trigger, and so
Oh.
you plop out of the skull, all all just in front of all these people, which you heard them talking. You could see them through like this crystal ball-esque scenario inside the skull. All, but now you just land plop in front of them. So Armin and Cohen, both of you see after he touches the skull, a woman just plop out of it. Boom.
They're everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Found
I don't think I
Celeste.
could stand a second in that thing.
What is it with this island and women popping out of everywhere? First with Rose,
other-
then with the beast thing that was carrying all in the crates, and now you.
Okay.
What is she holding right now? Is she armed?
She has a cane, like she's on her side. Looks like more of like a show cane or a showmanship cane.
So she's
And
not elderly.
no, and well,
No.
It's like Willy Wonka's
she's
cane.
elf. No, yeah, she's elf. You can't really tell.
Yeah. Okay.
Then but the moment that she landed, the skull you see is no longer in Cohen's hand, but is on immediately like on her side. I'd like halfway sticking out of the bag on the side.
So, Red, did I only find my armor and nothing else of mine?
You found your armor, your weapons, but nothing else.
Oh, but nothing else that was in my bag or anything?
Okay, no, yeah, you found all your belongings in a bag in the
Okay.
front, but you found nothing additional.
Excellent. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Just all
Okay,
all the stuff that I had before.
correct. So, and at this moment, Varys, you fly up and you see all them talking. Then also, then while you're standing there, you hear someone running up, and you guys see Rose run out of the woods saying, "Is it okay? Is it okay?"
I'm
And
going to.
you all remember Rosemary. She told her to hide in the bushes as you guys tried to rescue Armin.
I'm gonna walk up to the elven lady. Um,
I'm going
at the
to.
entrance.
Oh.
Forgive me for the rush introductions. I'm Cohen. We need to leave.
Oh, Kukan was talking about you.
Kukan and Celeste. Just
You know Kakar?
no. Sorry, I was fixing stream.
I would like to assume my human form again, and I
Okay.
will step out
What's your not human form?
an owl.
Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense.
Yes.
Previous
Yeah,
statement.
you all see Varys walk out of the woods again. You see the Greek warrior me turn around, blade drawn. Like, oh, is this an our intruder? Are you friend or foe?
I am friend.
Is a friend. Looking back at all the people surrounding him.
Armand Cohen.
He's more friend than you. Yes.
Dang.
I'm putting on my armor and sheathing my weapons and such. Cohen, who are all these people?
Introductions will have to be done on the road. I fear that more might be coming.
I do believe that is
Understood.
wisest.
So I get back on the cart. Is there enough room for everyone to really fit?
There is the horse you see attached to the cart. You hear
Oh dear. I
from the
forgot.
horse.
This one's out of order. We're gonna have to walk on foot.
You hear the sound like muffled screams
Taking
coming
off the
from
bridle.
the ant.
I'm taking off the bridle.
Okay,
Coming from where?
what's happening with the horse?
At the moment you take off the bridle, you hear in common, "Release me this instant! I was a prisoner there for so long! You will release me this minute in the name of the great fox herself!"
And then yeah, Armand's just like, not another one.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and begin helping Varys unbridle the horse.
I whisper thank you to
Red.
Cohen.
Wait.
Thank you.
Armand like kind of like
Wait.
nudges. Cohen is
Oh,
like,
I will.
this one
I will
probably
reassure
tastes
the
like
horse.
deer.
I'll whisper to the horse. Hey, it's Varys. I'm from the Great Fox. Calm down. We will get you released as soon as possible.
Unless we eat you
Alright, yeah.
first.
What was it, Kakarn?
I have a question. So
Yes.
would I have remembered a time when all animals talked and such like
No.
this?
This is completely new to you.
Completely different thing. Okay, understood.
This is completely new to you.
And Emma, were you gonna say something?
Oh, I was trying to make sure that it was like verifying that it's the horse that's talking.
It is a
Verifying?
talking horse.
Verifying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's you see the rest of the group seem like sign like this is a more of an annoyance instead of a concerning out of the ordinary thing. As they unbridle the horse goes, "Finally, I was with those barbarian dragonborns for it felt like eons. Now, before any of you try and ride me again, I am going to go home. If any of you have any plans against that,
Wait,
take it up with the great fox herself."
would I recognize this horse?
You do not.
Okay. I did whisper to the horse, hey, it's Varys from the Golden Fox. Stay calm. We'll get you released as soon as possible. Thank you
He
for your
shouts.
patience."
He shouts back, "I do not care who you are. I am the great Nathaniel.
The what?
I'm the
Did
great."
you say, hey, Thaniel?
No, Nathaniel.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
I'm deciding to quit this campaign now.
Yeah.
Ouch.
You'll be shown some
I have infected him.
Then the horse trots off with like a noble gaunt in his step, like a show horse prance, just straight into the bush.
And the
And
horse was talking.
Well, I don't like him personally, but he is a fellow citizen, so
we see the Greek warrior just staring at the horse in utter confusion, like still watching it as it goes into the woods.
I will walk up to the Greek man and say, "This is a regular occurrence here. Animals are they're just like human beings here.
Does that horse need an
Thanks.
oil change or something?
I thought the lowest eaters were weird.
We're all weird here,
So
some way or
what do you,
another."
all right. So what are you all doing? Rose has returned. Your group is back together after rescuing Armin, and you've met some new companions.
I'm looking
Trying to get
over.
everyone on the move.
Yes,
I'm
let's
looking.
get going.
As we're doing that,
Move forward.
Armin kind of looks at Clank's stone statue and is just eyeing the emblem.
Okay, is Clank who I think he is?
It is the same Clank, yes.
Is that this jerkwad?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the
Yeah,
one we
you-
wanted to keep.
Yeah, you both just see the statue of Clank
Okay.
there.
Wait,
I'm walking past the statue. I'm tipping.
do you think we could keep in a bag of holding?
You are tipping the statue. Okay.
Tipping the
you-
statue.
We will
you
take
see
him with
Karn-
us.
Arn just slap the back of the statue and it slowly falls forward.
Can we put? Do we have a bag of holding to put him in?
No. I know I don't.
Let me see.
Check your inventory.
Yeah, Varys, you do have a bag of holding, but he will not fit.
Oh.
He is a full-grown kobold, and a very awkward shape. Maybe if you scrunched him down and turned him to rubble, you might be able to get him to fit.
No, I'm I'm
It
not.
wouldn't have the same effect that way.
I am not
Maybe-
defacing this magnificent specimen of a creature.
So okay, so are you guys? So you guys are just traveling more up the road, or where you guys heading? It's just
Is it-
continuing the
I,
road.
I, I am
Is there any?
just trying to kind of like get everyone moving and just begin
Um,
walking
Is there anything else on the cot?
the general way we were heading.
You
where
guys
are
spot
we?
nothing.
Where are we?
You guys spotted nothing on the car art, but last the question you asked Nathaniel is for. Sorry, not the horse. Sorry, Kakarn is for the party to tell you.
Exactly, Cohen. Where? I know. Understand we're trying to get on the move and off the road, but where are we going to?
We're
I would also like to know where we're going.
long story short, we're going to the nearest city. They need healing, and it's a place of refuge for us.
We need to
Where
get away
are we
from
going?
here.
Anywhere but the wilds.
At that
Who
moment,
needs
Rose
healing?
At that moment,
The village.
Rose walks to you. Yes.
To who?
Cohen was escorting me safely back home to my village, where there's a terrible plague that's plaguing my people. And if you are here, you're all more than welcome to come. I will have food and shelter. Therefore, you can stay in my house as long as you can just help my people.
We are no
I
heroes.
trust that you'll help me in this.
Oh, gladly.
We are no heroes, but we do our best. At least I will. I can't promise the others.
Thank you. And you hear the Greek warrior go, "Those people need helping. I'll help." But is there a man named Armin among you? Armin Ackerman.
Armin kind of like
Strange,
ducks down behind the
strange name,
crowd.
you say. A strange name, you say.
Yeah.
What is your business with this Amon person?
That's kind of a complicated matter. As I was tracking the wagon, I heard a few of the Dragonborn shouting out his name, and one of them says he can't wait to see him again after uh, making a very gruesome display of his parents.
How curious.
Armand just kind of stops dead in his tracks, like trying like to back away just in case if it's a threat. Stops, slowly looks over, like Misty steps in front of the guy, grabs him, hands by the throat, and is starting to, but doesn't finish. The vampiric touch starting to, he can feel his soul slowly leaving his body. Slams him into the wagon, side of the wagon. Is like, where?
You feel a slight prick, like right underneath your rib cage, as he has his sword just pressed in there. He's like, "Let me go. We can talk."
You think I
Until you
care
actually
about death? Where?
You think I'll be defeated by a
Slams him
one
again.
Japanese?
You think I'm gonna let myself go that easily?
I-
You stab me, I take the life that you had and I heal it right back. Try me.
I want. I heard.
Out of character, that was a good quote.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I heard one of them saying that they uh are that they will that they will be meeting the wagon where it's meant to go, so they can greet you in person and do what to you what he did to your parents. I I know from my travels. I am Odysseus King. And as he says this, he says it deeper and looks
Break.
you down the eye. He goes, "I'm Odysseus, King of Ithaca. I've had dealings with your college before." And at that mention, Armin, you recognize the name as some island that's near your college, is offshore.
He lets him go.
I know the way he said I heard about the rumors of what happened to your college. I know where he is going, and if you seek revenge, he's grabbing his throat now. I can tell you where he is.
Point me in the direction.
He points north directly. I heard him saying he was going north to bring in some more captives. Then he's heading straight to a town called Olander or something of that effect.
Okay. Armand then like grabs like a Odysseus's hand like in a old fashioned style handshake, and then does like a nod like a thank you without any saying anything else, jumps on one of the extra carts, and um before Cohen could release the horse to this one.
The horses have already all been released.
They've already been released. Okay.
Yes. But the moment that you touch his hand, feel a stone get put into your hand. And Odysseus goes, keep in contact.
Sending down.
Are the
Be
horses
back now.
already all gone?
Yep,
Like
they're gone.
gone? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Joy. He then just takes off into the woods.
And with that moment, Armin vanishes into the dark, and Moose will continue playing Odysseus, the character Odysseus in this campaign. We gave all the players since when we last left off was roughly 9 months or so ago. We gave all the returning players a chance to change characters, or if they wanted to. Everyone, both Ferris and Cohen decided to stick with their current, but Moose decided he wanted to change things up. So now he'll be playing the human
Interesting.
man known as Odysseus of Ithaca. But don't worry, this may not be the last you have seen of your fair friend Armin.
I see the reference. Wink, wink. I'm going to date the stream and say that something just released a few days ago. Let's relate to that.
All right, so now with that happened, what are you guys doing?
Walk.
I'm going to get to know the other three as we all walk along.
Odysseus just kind of looks up and is like, "Well, what are we standing around here for?" And he
Uh,
kind of like helps Cohen, kind of like nudge everybody. Let's get going.
Uh,
The first
Ar-
thing I'm
uh,
going to do is I'm going to approach the elven lady. First thing, sorry, your name was
Oh, Celeste.
Celeste. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead
Celeste,
and write that down.
Celeste, Kakarn, you two know each other. Stick
Yes,
together.
we do.
Stick together, please. Odysseus was your name?
Yes, sir. Odysseus
I'd
of
like to have
Ithaca.
a word
I'm King Odysseus of
if you don't
Ithaca.
mind. That's great. We're not in your hometown, King. Okay. So if you
Very
come up
quickly,
front, I'd like to speak with you.
really
Very
quickly,
well.
Odysseus, just for us, after your friends were captured by the wagon, you found that uh, sack contained some sending stones,
Yep.
and as you were traveling, you followed the cart for some while, looking for an opportunity to sneak in, release your friends. That's when you saw them meet up with a band of others on the back of flying dragons. As then they exchanged words. That's where you heard about the man and Armin's family, and then they flew off, and then you met up with these guys.
Okay. So he steps off
I'm
to the
gonna,
side with Cohen.
yeah, I'm just gonna tell him. I'd like to keep this quick last part of the trip quiet. I don't want to alert anything nearby. I understand your confidence of your position, but here that doesn't matter. So if you don't mind, follow the rules
It's the
and play
plan.
along.
I
And
plan to win
do
this
not,
thing.
Do not hurt any animals.
Don't
This is
hurt the animals.
not a, this
That
is not a
was.
suggestion. This is
Are
an
they
earnest plea.
are they not considered citizens or natives of the land?
You are not wrong. They are natives of this land.
So that we're not able to hurt them. Otherwise, we will. What was it? Be turned to dust?
You will have your proper punishments. Yes.
I feel like you didn't answer my question, but gave me a different threat.
With that, with
Be
that, you
embarrassed.
all, with that, you all just continue traveling on, or like is it talking while you're walking?
Yep, I'm gonna
Yes.
then step back. I'm letting Rose lead the trip because she actually knows where we're going.
Odysseus is
gonna
right there with her.
Yeah, I'm going to step back to Kakarn and Celeste.
Odysseus goes to Rose and is like, "So, Rose, was it?"
Yeah. Before you guys talk, so the travel order is Rose, Odysseus, then a little step back is Celeste, Kakarn, and Cohen. Varys, where do you want to be in this like travel group?
I have a feeling Cohen wants to do his personal talking matter, so I will go up at first with Odysseus, and when they're done, when it seems like they're done talking about serious stuff, I will go down and talk to them. Just basically go
Okay.
around.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got the order correct. And roughly at this point, it is mid-afternoon. You guys are a little rugged from the battle, and you just continue on your journey for a few more hours as you guys talk.
Okay.
Celeste,
Go ahead.
any friend of Kakarn's is a friend of mine. And I'm gonna open one of my pouches and I'm gonna pull out 2 pieces of beef jerky and hand it one to each of you.
Comforting.
Eat. I'm sure you haven't eaten in a while.
You know,
How
I
kind.
like better food, right?
Emma, your character had a full-on. They wouldn't know this, but your character's had a full-on buffet, relaxation, rest. The inside the skull was basically a 5-star resort.
That's wild.
Yeah. I'm
Who are
gonna
you
eat the
giving
jerky
the-
though.
Odysseus goes up to Rose and goes, Rose, was it?
Yes, sir.
So, what might be your story? Why,
Uh,
why are you here?
I was just traveling in the forest, gathering some herbs to bring back to my town to help with the
town?
plague. Yes.
Oh, so you are a citizen here.
Yes. That's why I felt safe enough to travel in the woods, despite the starting of this tournament thing they're doing.
Yeah, they're just doing like this fun little, just like a championship among champions, just like a fun
It is the
entertainment.
strangest thing. They've never, last, as long as I can remember, they've never done anything like this.
What do you mean never have done anything like this?
This
This
is
is,
the first time we've had. This is the first time we've had any
What-
interaction with the outside world.
I was informed that this was like among several.
No, this is the first interaction we have with the outside world in at least 400 or 500 years.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, Rose, where exactly are we then headed? You said your village?
Not really a village, more of a port town. Port town.
A
It's
port.
called
The
it's
ocean.
called Thelaeus.
Thelaeus. Okay.
Yeah.
Would I
That's
know where
right.
that's at?
You have no idea. You didn't even know this island existed.
Yeah, that's what I was
until you
gonna
guys
say.
figured.
Okay. So Thelaeus. So you said it's a port town. Okay.
Wait, support on a giant lake.
Okay. Is there anything specific that we had to be concerned about? Or are there any like beings or creatures here apart from what we just faced? Like who do they serve? Like what are some things we'll encounter out here?
May I jump in?
Yes.
You can.
They serve Tyrath, the king of the dragons.
King of the Dragons, you say. Can you like describe this King of the Dragons?
A dragon the size of a small city. He is not very fun to deal with.
I
However,
never
we have
get a
survived.
break.
We haven't survived.
I've been through worse.
So have I.
With
Then
this, you
simple, we
guys
slay the dragon.
Eventually, maybe.
with this, it's roughly getting dusk now. You guys are getting tired from all the walking. You're still recovering from the battle that you guys took.
Mm.
Do you guys want to
Suppose we
continue
should-
on or set up camp for the evening?
Suppose we should get some rest, don't you think?
I think we've made enough enough space between us and where we last encountered or foes. So I propose that we find a place here, kind of off, not on the actual path, but somewhere just off of the path, kind of in the woods a little bit, to post some sort of camp for the night. I don't mind taking
Camp,
first
did
watch.
you want to talk
Say again.
before we camped? Cohen, did you want to talk before? I mean, in that time that we were walking.
Are you like saying this aloud to everyone?
No, I'm
Out of character.
basically.
I'm gonna kind of whisper back. When we find a chance between the two of us, I'd like to have a chat.
So that being the case, are we starting to look for camp?
Did I hear them say that?
No.
I mean, we're not. I don't think we're too far off walking.
So it's like you say it, but you're not like trying to keep it hidden, but
Yes,
you're also not
yeah.
yelling it.
They was
Casual
said this in a
conversation.
whisper while you were talking to Rose.
Okay.
So did I hear them say that?
Yeah, I'm not hiding it from you.
When did I go over to say?
Okay.
I'm gonna say you were with me because you were listening to my
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, but I will go over there, talk to him eventually. So
Yep.
So you guys get off on the side of the road, set up a little camp. You see Rose start pulling out some food and start cooking. And say, I'll give you a nice meal before the day's over. As she starts cooking, cooking a
no
potato.
need, no need, Rose. If you don't want to, I have my kind has ways of preparing food as well. So if you don't want to have to work after a long day, I would be happy to just.
I will eat last if that's okay with everyone.
You're right. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. She starts quickly tossing the water out, putting the potato pieces back inside her bag.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I forgot. Odd. I'll save this for later.
Oh. That's
Yes.
so sad.
It's okay. I've had my filter.
Yes, you might need it more than we do in the future. And with that, I spread my arm. Wait, it's dusk.
At this moment, you guys, as he's spreading his arms, you see the human into an owl. The
Into an
moment the sun
owl,
has
you
set.
said?
And I
Yes.
spread my wing.
Odysseus kind of like jumps back into the tree. Is like, what?
So now you've all just seen this owl with a little wizard hat, a backpack on his back, and inside the backpack is just a little critter, like half half cat, half bee, sitting in the backpack eating some honey.
I sent a picture.
It's just staring at this thing as confused as all can be. It's just cannot stop
Why am I not
staring.
surprised?
Like,
Emma,
Yep.
Celeste.
uh,
Yep.
When this happened, you hear the whisper of a familiar voice in your ear.
Huh?
Someone, a resident of the sacred forest. He will make a good ally, or a terrible omen if
oh.
things do not go our way.
That's
You have
wild.
So
found
which one is it? Is he good or bad?
To be
That
determined.
depends on the choices you make.
Oh
You
my
found
goodness.
you have found some good companions for our journey.
I know, right? I'm really
you-
good at this.
Yeah. So you guys just see Celeste talking in midair, and that's it. And you see a little bit glowing from the skull, but then she's like eyes upward, talking to
I'm
the
gonna tuck
air.
the skull away. I'm gonna tuck
Okay.
the skull away so they can't
What
see
is the
it.
food situation? What is the food
Patron,
situation
I
looking like?
assume. It's typical. I won't pry.
Karn, what did you say? You were a little muffled.
What,
Sorry.
what does the food situation look like? Because I thought, what is happening with that?
I made a bunch of
Okay.
food for everyone.
I
you
gave Kakarn and Celeste both a large piece of beef jerky.
You should
so-
know better than to give me turkey. Okay,
you s-
I'm
uh,
patting someone on the back, and I am saying I'm gonna go find something to eat, and I want to make a survival check. I assume with advantage.
As soon as I hear him do that,
find
I'm going to go and I'm going to go with him and try to dissuade him.
Wait, yeah, aren't the animals like alive or something?
They're sentient. Yes.
Did you? So
Yes. Please, Kakarin, was it? Please don't hunt for animals. I am able to
with me, I
provide
won't.
whatever you may want. Just remember,
You
it's like
have my word. My word. I will not harm an animal.
thank you. It is appreciated.
That's my mind.
You are very muffled, Kakard.
Okay. Is this better?
Yes.
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 Excellent. All right. You have my word. I won't harm any animals. All right. I'd like to make survival check, Mr. Red.
Okay.
I assume that be with advantage, correct?
What are you attempting to do?
I want to find something to eat. Berries, veggies, and roots.
Okay.
Something vegetarian.
You would
I
have
can
saw
my
when you would have saw when Varys cast his spell. You would have saw when he says fly through, you see out of nowhere plates of every single type of food imaginable just sprawl out in front of you. Plates of aware, the whole shebang.
when did she do that?
The moment that he shifted from human to owl was he cast this
Okay.
spell that you just see food, plates, and silverware
Okay.
just appear out
Someone
in
said it was
air.
so.
Cohen did produce some jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's not feeding
I'm
everyone.
refusing. Yeah.
This will
Well,
feed
my bad.
everyone.
So, plates have been
Excellent.
summoned just on the road, or was this after we found some place to settle down?
After you guys found a campsite, you guys like see at the campsite around a fire at this point. Free to talk if you want, or call it an evening.
It's a picnic basket.
Odysseus is still just staring. So first was astonished and confused at this elf that just turned into an owl before his eyes, then conjures up a buffet of food and is just
Yes.
I've seen some outlandish things, Odysseus, but this takes the cake.
yes. I mean,
And speaking of that, you see a nice three stacker
Yes.
cake sitting in the center,
It's the icing on the cake.
icing the some
and
candles that are
you
lit
just
on the
see
top.
tears. He is complete like this can't be real. He's just like
Odysseus, I've seen sentient mice before.
he
It
pulls
happens.
a slice, just like he doesn't even try to slice it. He just grabs a chunk. It's like
It's some of the best cake you've ever had.
takes one bite, and the next thing you know is just
Wait,
just
I
downing the
got-
entire cake. Just the whole thing as fast as humanly possible.
So while Odysseus is devouring a cake, what are the rest of you doing?
I will. That comment that Celeste said caught my piqued my interest, and I'm gonna say, you've heard of sentient mice, you say?
Yeah.
Tell me, are these sentient mice from this island, or do they live elsewhere?
Oh, I've seen them in places.
I see. I was hoping to maybe find a way to meet them one day. It'd be nice to know more sentient creatures from other lands, but if it is classified information, I will not pry.
They were somewhere else. It wasn't here.
I see. Oh, rip Nathan. Wait, no, Hula.
Wasn't me.
They did.
It's Bailey.
Odysseus is Penelope.
Okay, so is there any other conversation happening, or are you guys calling it an evening?
I'm waiting. I'm just watching, seeing what everyone's doing for the night.
And
Okay,
Odysseus
I-
is like going completely out of character of being like protective or boisterous or strong and is just downing every single thing that he can throw in his mouth.
Oh dear.
You see some chocolate
I-
I'm
there
gonna
as
start
well.
counting the amount of things he eats.
It looks like it looks like a guy that has eaten nothing but fish for years.
I at some point would have picked a vegetarian plate and found somewhere else to sit and eat.
Everybody's just getting very uncomfortable, just being close to the guy. It's just like, all manners are gone.
Yeah. Rose puts a hand on her shoulder, like, "Are you okay?"
It's like, I've eaten nothing but fish for the past 10 years.
She gives your shoulder a squeeze, like, "I'm so sorry." Then grabs a small plate and backs away to the tent.
Slow.
I'm just gonna sit there with my like half 2-month-old rotten jerky that I've been eating for my entire life and just be like,
Yes.
fish sounds pretty nice.
Oh
So,
no.
all right, so
Basically, I'm just waiting to see everyone falling asleep, seeing like not like sorry, that sounded so wrong. Waiting until everyone then falls asleep, seeing what they do. Like, is there
Okay.
any sort of rituals that everyone does or stuff like that?
I do have a question for you, Red. Um, is the moon going to cause me a problem? Is that going to be would I know is that going to be an issue?
you wouldn't know that's the issue, but that's for you. It's only on special moons or full moons or new moons. This is a moon that is right between crescent and half.
Bro's a werewolf.
So I would
wait, no,
know that it's not a problem.
It's not a problem tonight. No.
Okay, excellent. Okay, then I'm not worried
Not a
about it.
problem. Right. Verse
So what?
gonna Verse is
Okay.
just
Other
gonna
than
flap
that,
his wings as a stretch, and then just kind of tilt his head, looking at Cohen, who's looking at him. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna. Right. He's gonna fly over to Cohen and and he's gonna ask. So Cohen, are you still all right with me acting as your familiar when we get to the city?
I think so.
Alright.
Forgive me. We haven't known each other for long, but I do feel that something's off with Armin missing. It it worries me.
Yes. I didn't want to say anything lest I scare anyone, but I agree.
Many new people at once
Indeed.
can come with lots of new problems.
Which hopefully will
Or
lead to
new
new solutions.
solutions, depending on how you think of it.
Odysseus is now
Can we
passed out from how much food he just shoved into his mouth
Oh
and
dear.
ate. He is out, which was definitely not what he wanted to do,
He got
but
For that comment, make a Constitution saving throw to see if you keep it down.
oh no.
You made the comment.
Great.
yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me
At
figure
We're
it out.
least,
having it.
at least he's sitting on the other side of the campfire.
Yes. Hey, we don't have to put the campfire.
Great.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
You get a +5 to the roll.
Can we make it canon
Whoa.
that Cohen and Vera said the new solutions at the same time?
Okay, 24. Dirty 24.
You feel some bile coming up while you're
Uh,
asleep, and then it goes back down, and you're just face first. It's in a cake as you're out like a log.
uh,
Okay.
he's asleep in cake.
Rose in his food
So-
hibernation.
He's in
Odysseus
a
is very
food
much out.
coma.
He's
Very much out.
He's rose asleep.
He's
Rose?
essentially gonna have a hangover in the morning from how
Rose
much.
isn't asleep. She's more just hands like on her shoulders, sitting alone at her tent.
okay.
Varys.
So go ahead.
If you wouldn't mind, I feel like you have a more and I just kind of look at myself, a more gentle approach. If you could help calm Rose down, I'd appreciate that.
Oh, is something wrong? I am. I'm not used to human emotions and everything, so I can't quite see this
There's
tells.
a lot of stress put on her. She's asking me to heal her home, and I'm not sure I have that ability, but
Oh,
I will try.
of course. I should have thought of that. Yes, I shall go. I shall go try to do what I can.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna turn to whatever Celeste and Kakarn are doing.
Okay.
What are you
I
What are you guys doing?
After I ate, I would have found a nearby tree and climbed think like 6 to 8 feet in the air, and then I want to open my book, read. So if you want me to roll for that, let me know.
Okay,
And I'd be one,
he's taking my residence.
and I'd
He's
want
taking my
be
lodging for
one.
the night.
Well, I guess that's not important. I'd be trying to read my book.
And what are you trying to look up?
I mean, it's not really important for any checks or anything right now. It's just like that's my
Okay.
and
Yeah. For just like looking at general, you don't need to make a check for it. It's only when you try and like peer specific moments.
okay. I'd be reading about just catching up from past, basically. Um, okay. Have you seen oh, like the Captain America movies, where he's like got the list of things that happened while he was on ice?
Oh
This is
no.
I'm doing that right there.
Lovely.
So just going over a bulletin point of all the major things that have happened since that moment. Reading them with like a solid look on your face, thinking about the time you've missed.
Exactly.
Okay. Celeste, what is your character doing before retiring for the evening?
Um. Oh. I'm just gonna sit and like carefully watch everyone. If that makes any sense.
As you look out, you see like there's almost a divide from the new group and the few that were already existing. It's thing, but you do see Odysseus oblivious to all this, just snoring with cake splattered all over his face. Is you see Varys as he's sitting next to Rose. You see them talking, and you see just Cohen staring at both of you, like glancing at you and Car now and then.
At this point, I've stood up and I'm approaching I'm assuming we're like on a log or whatever, sitting on a seat adjacent to Celeste.
Okay. We'll get to that in a moment. First, we're going to go to Varys as you approached Rose. Oh, so comforter, you hear like all like a slight a tearful voice coming from her as you approach.
Oh wait. Tearful as I approach.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, Rose, is everything alright?
Oh, Varys, I'm just a little scared. That's all. We've seen so much death recently, and seeing the dragon this far south, I just want to. I'm just so worried about my people. With this plague happening, and then Tyreth on the warpath, then all this tournament on top of that. I guess I'm just being overwhelmed by it all.
I can't blame you. It's a little stressful for me as well, but I'm sure you're having it a lot worse.
I would like to make a note. This is yet again another campaign that we're starting off with my character being unconscious.
Yes. For different reasons though. Yeah.
Every time.
Wow. She looks back. What? How can I do anything about this? I feel so out of place among you all, and uh, like, how can I protect my, how can I help my people with people like this? She wipes her hand over her head, and I guess it's just the stress gained to me. I'm sorry if I've troubled you.
It's no trouble at all. Just just do what you just do what you are best at. Try to be as much a help to those you care about as you can.
Would you mind keeping me company tonight? Uh, I don't think I can get much sleep, and it'd be so nice to have someone to talk to.
Of course, I wouldn't mind at all.
Thank you. She pats you slightly on the head. She pats you slightly on the head. Like first look like she was just going to go like put a hand on your shoulder, but then she realized you're an owl, so then she awkwardly just goes to a pat on the head slightly. And now
I yeah, I let her.
you can see the general awkwardness. Like she's trying to be friendly, but she really doesn't know how to incorporate human gestures of kindness to an owl.
I
And
I just nod to let her know. Like, thank you.
all right, now we go back to Cohen as you sit down across from Celeste.
Never trust a survivor. That's what my father used to warn me. Till you figure out what they did to survive. Celeste,
Ooh.
when did you meet Kakarn? When did you meet Kakarn?
Solid line right there.
About maybe 10 minutes before we got jumped.
You would know you've been on the cart for 3 days.
Field trip.
I'm very thankful for that. Otherwise things could have turned out differently. So
Oh.
That's foreboding.
now that we're traveling together, I think it's important to understand the people that you're traveling with. Would you agree?
Yeah. So wait, do you know what's up with Kakarn? Like, what's his deal?
His deal is my deal. We
Ordeal.
function under the same organization. Religion. We follow Abraxas. He is one of the masters, and he was our push for change. We're on a mission
We've got a mission.
To do what?
to seek an audience with the gods.
Celeste, with that line, you hear a chuckling in your head. Abraxas, that minor god who thinks he suddenly thinks he's a big shot now.
Big shot reference.
He he thinks there's an audience with the big ones. Oh,
I'm sure Brax
how,
is very important.
I want to make an
at this
insight
point,
check to see if she's like toying with me or if this is genuine. Is this mocking?
okay, make an insight check.
Okay, I'm okay at this. That's gonna be a dirty 24.
Emma,
Oh,
first,
she's.
yeah, were you talking to the voice in your head or uh Cohen effort with that statement?
I was talking to Cohen.
Okay. Were you genuine or
We're legitimate or being sarcastic?
yeah, yeah?
I was
Genuine.
being totally sarcastic. Like,
Like,
Okay.
oh, Braxis. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah.
Most either haven't heard of him or dislike him, but that doesn't change the fact that he's right. And what he's foreseen is
What's he
coming
right
for
about?
us all. Anything.
He's right about
The
anything?
Everything.
The world is stuck.
You trust
The world
one
is stuck
God.
in its doom. Same
You're
as
just-
Is he
anyone.
right about everything?
Same as anyone would.
Plus, you're just hearing chuckling from your skull, like the voice in your head's just dying from laughter, like if it was the best comedy routine she has ever heard.
All right. Well, I've heard differently.
This is why it's good to get to know each other. So, about you, what do you do? What are your strengths?
Really funny.
I can tell.
I know. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of figuring them out for myself.
Would you say you're more proficient in a blade or in a spell?
A bit of both.
Both. Well, Celeste, I wish you a good night of sleep. I hope that this journey comes easy for you.
Wait, I don't think Discord's picking it up. I'm snoring.
Friggin' what?
Discord's not picking it up. Wait, how do I snore where
not.
Discord would hear it?
I'm
Snore.
recommending not doing that, Moose, so
Or...
that we can hear other people talking.
Yes,
Well,
I know.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
You too.
Yes.
And as I shake her hand, where did what's the thing called? Yeah, I'm gonna cast light, and I'm gonna cast light on her skull. Or
Light
would I
on
be
her
able to, since
skull?
She has it.
Not it's in a pouch currently.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I will not do anything. It's great meeting you.
All right.
Now I'm gonna
so-
talk with your
Okay.
new friend. So I'm now going to make my way to Arden.
He's roughly 8 foot in a tree. He's engulfed in a book.
As I see him walking up, I'm closing the book and hopping down from the tree.
And he books
Okay.
it over there.
Wow.
Okay.
Nobody's going to bed.
Mark strike number 1 on Varys.
Nobody's going to
Just
bed.
now? Just now, only the first strike?
That was the most cheesiest one yet.
Okay, fair.
Kakarn. You don't look
Been
a
a
day
while.
older. You elves.
There's some benefits I have with my condition.
Mhm.
They like laugh,
yeah.
like in a good
Yeah, as he
lighthearted tone.
laughs, I'm gonna just eye. Is anything obvious? Could it become an issue? Do you get what
What
I'm?
you asking me?
Brad, do you get what I mean?
I think I know. I think I do.
Okay. Hold on. Are they?
Okay,
wrong?
yeah. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Disadvantage because it is dark.
Oh.
Or do you have dark?
I have
Dark vision?
dark vision. Yeah, I have dark vision.
Okay, yeah, then no disadvantage then.
Thank you. 10.
You can't see anything. He doesn't leave his mouth open enough for you to see what you're looking for.
And I'm just gonna place a hand on his shoulder. good to have you back.
Yes, I'm
So
happy
tell
to see you again.
how'd you get here?
Well, I stayed around the general area after you left, and just trying to figure things out. A few months later, though, I received a message from Abraxas to join this tournament and to find you and help you with your mission.
Our mission.
Our mission.
It's a cult.
Yep. I mean, they're serving a. No, it's a religion, not a cult.
So how did you meet Celeste?
Laughing a moment. Oh, as I descended just after we were put into the tournament, I landed close to Celeste and the gladiator here, and we stumbled upon the caravan together with the 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 carriages, the caravan of the carriages together, and I wouldn't say I trust them or that we're friends, but they we traveled together for a short while.
Well, I can certainly say this. They're gonna, if we end up coming into a fight, I think they're gonna make a valuable asset.
I agree with that. That's
They they feel familiar in an odd sort of way, but yet very different.
okay. Familiar to what? Each other?
Familiarity of origins. We
Just okay.
I get the sense that we both have secrets and we both like to play around.
Understood.
While you guys are talking, you both feel a hand on each of your shoulders, and you glance up and you see a shadow of lightning against the tree itself. Like vaguely, you hear both hear a whisper in your head. My champions meet at last. Owen, I brought him here because you will need his help. After you announced my name and slew the dragons, many wheels have been turned to usher in your demise. You need his help to make sure that my mission is complete. Together, separate, you are vulnerable. Together, you are my fist. You see like a slight smirk in the light, in the shadow of the lightning before it just rushes up the tree and is gone.
I'm assuming for ease of playing that Varys and Rose didn't see this, right?
No one saw it.
Okay.
Out of all our new friends, there's clearly someone who is sneaky.
Do you have a guess? Why? What makes you say that?
And I'm looking over at Odysseus, just kind of like shaking my head slightly.
I hear a snore.
You can tell he's not feeling good, but he's
You
out.
see it? He's kind of hunched over with his hands around his stomach,
Like,
like with a severe case of indigestion.
Jeez.
I cast indigestion.
oh no.
No, that'd be a good spell.
Casted
Actually. Let me write that down. That's a good idea for a spell.
I can say I trust can say I can trust this fool to be consistent. But Celeste, I have no idea. And that frightens me.
She has her quirks.
We all do.
Have you heard the quirk to the skull yet?
That reminds me of the Ninjago movie.
I've heard her talk, but I'm guessing that that's just a little problem up here. We all do
Oof.
have our quirks, as you say.
Yes, you do.
With it, with talks continuing, do you all retire for the evening shortly after, or do you have
Yeah.
any other plans for the evening?
I'm
taking
out.
off.
I'm just going to make sure that I kind of I'm sleeping decent from
Distant.
everyone.
A
Who's getting,
distant
who's
sleep.
getting the
I-
watch?
Okay. I would read my book for another few hours or so, and then climb farther up in the tree, and then sleep there.
Okay.
I'm still
So
just laying in the cake,
is
and the rest of the buffet just still.
is
Can I dismiss the buffet?
you can't. It's actual food, not like an illusion or spell that disappears. It's there
Uh,
permanently
Even
until
the plates
evening.
and stuff?
I
Even the
shall need a
plates.
bath in the morning.
So
Oh,
is anyone
littering.
taking watch?
Sure.
Is
Oh,
Rose staying awake?
I assume I would while I'm reading the book for the first, few hours. But
I
not
I need
intentionally.
okay. I need two people or just one person for both shifts to just I just need two survival checks made.
Is Rose staying awake or no?
Rose is awake most of the night, but not paying attention to surroundings. She just
I mean,
just
I'll
contemplating
stay up
things.
with Cohen, or sorry, I'll stay up with that's me. I'll stay up with Kakarn if and everyone else isn't doing a shift.
The entire night.
Well,
Yeah,
for
So
his
so I
well, for he's doing
oh,
his shift, then I'm gonna do my shift afterwards.
Okay.
okay. So my first shift I got a 21. Although wait a second. I guess I assume I no. Okay, yeah, 21.
Okay. And for the second shift,
I will not be taking a shift this night.
That is gonna be a 5.
as far you guys all wake up the next morning. Everything appears to went peaceful in the night. You get up, gather camp up, and as for a little more discussion, I see we all just continuing heading down the road. As far as concerned, nothing happened during the night.
As far as we're
Checking up on
concerned.
Rose. I'm checking up on Rose.
Rose is a little groggy, but she has a face of like, I'm managing. Then she does go up to you, Ferris, thank you. I needed that last night. And she has like a look of exhausted, but exhausted determination.
Gotcha.
And she gets up. All right, everyone.
What's the state of Odysseus?
Yep. You wake up later than everyone, covered in cake. You remember last night of like vague flashes, like kind of like a drunken stupor flash of eating cake after cake after cake after
Oh
cake.
no.
The cake montage.
Yeah. So you slither,
Oh
here's a little bit
man.
of chocolate. I don't even
Chocolate,
know what the,
velvet.
yeah. You
It's
probably ate some.
everywhere.
You probably ate some moss and dirt as well, just in your frenzy of grabbing
moss.
everything.
And
Yep.
moss. Delicious.
Okay.
He gave in to the
I'm going to
temptation.
And I have a quick conversation with him whenever we have time for that. Red.
Conversation with
Cohen.
who? Okay. You may do that right now before you guys get on traveling
Thanks.
again.
Okay, yeah. Before we start leaving again.
Mm-hmm.
I
Morning.
am back in my human form, by the way.
They remind me the moment the sun rose. Anyone that were awake would have saw Varys immediately. Like the moment that the sun risen, into a human, the same human you saw before.
Interesting.
So are
Okay.
you like
Good morning.
a were owl?
A were owl.
Like, do you
Well,
turn into an owl at night?
There are crazier things. I mean,
I know. I'm just trying to get down the logistics of this
Crazy.
transformation.
It's like, this
of
is
that.
crazy, but which
Just-
crazy?
you just see me stretching my arms, just kind of waving back and forth, almost like I'm flapping my wings, but it's the human version. It's kind of the opposite, and it's not really a werewolf. Excuse me, I need my accent. I- It's not really a werewolf. It's uh, you know what? Honesty is the best policy. I'm just gonna say it. Um, my owl form is my true form, and in the day I have a human form that I use to blend in better. We'll say.
All right.
There's actually an owl. Good to know. Well, I guess I don't know this,
And
but good to know.
I do ask not for this not to be mentioned, because right now we have hostilities between the animals and the civilians, and the humans, and I am on a mission to fix that. I seek peace between humans and animals.
Thank you for your honesty.
I want to find Cohen.
You find
Good
Cohen
morning.
You find
sitting
Cohen.
kind of off in the distance. He has his books and his candles out and everything. And you can see his warhammer placed in the center. His eyes are closed, though through his eyelids you can kind of see like a light blue light. As I'm gonna create my hex weapon for my warhammer, so I can now use my charisma instead of strength for that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Okay,
take
well-
a coin, a wooden coin, and I'm going to flip it really quickly.
Interesting.
During this time, Odysseus has found some sort of water of some kind and is attempting to clean himself of all the everything.
It's everywhere. You basically slept in a bed of cake.
That sounds like a dream
Oh.
come true, though.
Not it'd be so sticky.
Icky, icky, icky.
I see the coin go.
Mm.
What does it land on, Red? Heads or tails?
I had the coin a second ago. Wait, there. Okay, there it is.
Roll a D1.
Walking up and just standing
32.
quietly while I watch.
It lands on heads.
Heads? Okay.
Yes.
Good morning. How was your rest?
I hope I didn't disturb you. I rested as well as I can rest. So I have
Happy-
something to talk to you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Friend moment.
Right? So that lady, Rose, is that her name correct?
Correct.
Okay. So she said something about we're going to go heal her town.
That is true.
Okay. So I don't know what abilities the rest of the party has or how they can help, but I have particularly been given powers of healing and um, the powers between the bridge of life and death by Abraxas.
That's good. And I'm assuming you're wearing that necklace that I.
Yes.
Yeah. And I point to one of the skulls on it. Very generous gift. You'll do well to fit in.
Thank you. It's one of many.
And I am going to stand up
Do you need help packing away your things?
I have little to carry, but thank you. And I'm close my book and just blow out my candles and shove them all in my bag.
All right.
And then I'm
Oh.
gonna approach Celeste really quickly before we leave.
Hello again.
Hello. Feel like we might have gone off on the wrong track. And I hand her a piece of jerky again. I hope this
Bribing
sets
her
the-
I
with
take the
jerky.
I hope this sets the tone. And I now prepare to do whatever. Walk
Okay.
wherever we're going.
You all get. Does anyone else do anything before you leave in the morning?
I kind of get myself all cleaned off, and as at right after Cohen got up and went to go talk to Celeste, I kind of sat down next to Kakan and just essentially just like, whew, I don't know about you, but that was an exotic night.
It's Moose. It's Kakarn. You gotta
Kakarn.
you gotta use the hard one.
Kakarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Armon and Armin.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Kakarn. He sits down next to Kakarn and is like, hey, Kakarn, pretty exotic night, wouldn't you say?
Exotic butters.
Fairly peaceful to me, I'd suppose.
I
As
would
he's
say
saying
Well,
this,
ma-
walk
can I, as he's saying this, I'm like not making it noticeable, but like I'm making small talk while I am eyeing him up and down as friend, foe, threat, not threat.
Are you? What are you actually trying to do?
I don't know what you would call it. Sizing him up.
Assessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assessing.
Inside check.
Okay.
While he's doing this, can I see if he's attempting to like aggravate or in any
Okay.
way be hostile towards Kakarn?
Yeah, I'm not being hostile in any way.
Odysseus, inside check. Kakarn, and Cohen inside check.
Right.
Odysseus.
We just gotta make it difficult for you first.
Oh, I got a 9.
Alright, Eric's just gonna do insight check on. Okay.
I got a 9.
20. 20.
Insight.
So Odysseus, you spot nothing,
Okay.
and Cohen, you see he's trying to like pierce the shell of Karn's Arn's mentality and seeing exactly who he truly is, but his eyes are lost. They see one eye, then both eyes slowly go to a chunk of cake that's still in his armor, and a disgusted look on his face appears.
I kind of
It takes the
smirk,
cake.
proud,
Gotta say.
and continue.
All right.
He
so
gets up and
I would like
carries
to check
on with
Fuzzbear.
Rose.
How much honey did he eat?
you see Fuzzbear's not in there,
Oh.
but you see the honey's gone.
Don't
Oh,
tell
that's
me
right,
I
I expected
accidentally
that.
ate Fuzzbear.
You can try and
destroy
call.
one familiar moose. You don't need to destroy a second.
You can try and call familiar. You can try and call Fuzzbear if you want.
Could I wait? Can't. If I remember, right, I could communicate telepathically up to a mile
Yes.
with him.
Yes.
I will try to say, just telepathically communicate. Fuzzbear, are you okay, my friend? Excuse me, Fuzzbear, are you okay, my friend?
Odysseus, you feel something moving underneath your armor.
No.
You feel something wiggling, and you hear buzzing, and feel legs across your chest.
He found a little bit of extra honey.
And
It's just like,
out of your
I just, it's
armpit,
just like boom, 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 boom.
out of this armpit comes this like bee and kitten hybrid, covered in cake, licking it off his face, like looking everywhere wildly, then flies straight to the first he starts to fly to Bear, stops, goes back, grabs some more cake.
No, he
off
already
your,
washed it
chest
off.
plate.
He already cleaned it off.
He grabs a small chunk you did not see,
Okay.
then flies straight back to Varys.
He's
And you're
looking. Odysseus is slowly realizing to no longer be surprised by anything.
Fuzzbear, I did not know you had to taste for cake. Well then,
And uh, uh,
Od-
Odysseus, you slowly realize that that thing was probably sleeping underneath your armor the entire evening.
Odysseus at this point is just learning to not expect anything.
Fuzzbear is just violating people's space, man.
Your familiar is as
Jason Bourne.
happy as can be. He's covered in cake, head to toe, and slowly licking it off.
Uh, yeah, Fuzzbear, I can't risk getting cake all over my stuff. I shall let you rest on. I shall let you rest on me if need be.
It flies back to the honey jar and sits inside of it, and
Oh,
you're
yeah, that
back.
works. That works.
And with that, you all continue on your journey. Uh, it comes in noon comes. It's approaching noon. And you've continued traveling east the entire way. Roads leading you. And this is uh, as it comes noon comes to go. You guys stop, eat a little meal, and roughly around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you all hear a loud booming voice and see in the dead center of the road in front of you, like mile or so up, a giant figure appear, like out of nowhere. It comes shouting, "Where is a challenger? I came to this tournament for fights and beer. And where is the fighting? I, where is anyone that wants to face me? I'll be standing in this field all day until
Those
someone
many
Odysseus
arrives."
just walks up, no
No, yeah,
hesitation.
this is about a mile or two up the road. You can just see his head above the
Yeah.
trees.
Yep,
Odysseus
he's
is just walking straight up, just walking straight.
It'll take you roughly an hour to get where
To
he
walk
is.
a mile?
Okay.
Yeah?
Not enough. Yeah. So, you,
Well, this is the hardest part of DM measurements. They're the worst.
I don't think it'll take it. No.
So, is it an hour or is
Either
it
way.
a mile?
Okay, 30 minutes. So, I don't know measurements.
Let's say
Okay,
30 minutes away.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's 3
30
miles an
minutes
hour.
away.
So I wonder
We're
what
in
time
See
the
his head.
we live in the United States. We only count by time. We
yeah.
don't count by
Between
measurements.
15 minutes and 30 minutes. We'll
So
get there.
you
There you
see,
go.
yeah. So you see his head, and so this starts walking in his direction. What are the rest of you doing?
Are you sure we should be going toward this giant?
Come on, friends. All we gotta do is convince him to be on our side, and then we got such a guy helping us out to win the quest for the Magium.
Okay,
I would like
I-
to hide behind the barn.
I'm grabbing Cohen and I am bolting to the closest wood line. If is he coming with me?
I'm going to follow suit. The wood line is my comfort zone.
Yeah,
I-
yeah. Is Cohen coming with me?
I mean, come on, guys.
He's a long ways away. Like he doesn't see any.
There's
He
like-
doesn't see any.
And it's like, guys, come on. You gotta learn to
Oh, but hold
greet
on.
the world.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Celeste, you said that you were hiding behind Kakarn, and now Kakarn's running, so are you like following him?
I'm
Leaving
gonna
you and
follow
bolting in the-
Picard.
Okay, yeah, I'm following you too.
Okay.
Alright.
I need all of you to make a Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Ooh, my specialty.
All of
Watch,
you.
I get a natural 1. Watch. I got so close to natural 1, it was a 2.
11.
I got a 4.
11 as well.
Good night. I got a 7.
All of you don't notice at first
Okay.
until
What
you all.
earned it?
Picard.
I got a 5.
Oh,
There's all the bad rolls. All
Yep.
of you you feel it's almost too late to notice it, but all of you start vibrating rapidly, and then all your entire body start glowing for a second. Woof. Every single one of you, you feel when it's too late, but is teleported away,
Away.
and you just teleport. You don't know where to, just immediately you're teleported. And when the second you reopen your eyes, you see all of you except for Rose is standing in the middle of a field uh with this giant standing in front of you. But you're not the only ones. You see dozens of other mages and people just being plopped down like boom, like out thin air, boom, 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 boom,
Mm.
all
God, he's
around
summoning
you.
them.
Ew.
Okay.
Dozens upon dozens of them.
Oh dear.
So how close are we to the big guy?
You are in the center of a crowd. I feel that forms a circle around this being.
Odysseus
And
walks up to the giant.
before any of you walk, you all look up and you see a young kid with blonde hair, Asian looking features, and blue owing garbs that have gold patterns on them. Eyes closed, staring at all the crowds.
That's Eden again.
Think this would be quite a spectacle with you challenging these people like this? And he lowers himself to stand right across from this giant. Like, "What? You called for a show, did you not?" Eyes closed, his hard I'm looking over the crowd, stops briefly, and you feel like he's staring at your group, but eyes are closed. Then looks back at the giant and goes, "Oh, I think we might just as well see where your words take you, little one."
Do I
So
know who this is?
he's
And that's where we're
dissing
gonna
the
end the session.
giant.
Yeah, that's where we're going to end
Ah.
the session.
The bro's just straight up dissing the giant for calling
I
people
thought you
out.
talked about me.
It's like, hey, you want to
Alright.
fight? Sure, I'll give you a
Yeah.
fight. Let's bring everybody in the surrounding 50 miles here to try to kill you.
All right, that will pick up the section next Friday at same time, same place,
Same bat
is
channels, same bat
same bad
time.
times. I hope you all had a great time. This a lot of fun for me at DM. I hope it's fun for you guys to play in, and I hope I didn't disappoint you guys too much.
I was
I
so
am
disappointed.
steady
I
as
had the
fuck.
worst time of my life.
I'm
Get
Let
out.
me,
Get
alright,
out.
let me know.
very good
Let me,
job, Red.
let me know
Bravo.
when the stream is over. Moose.
I will. Here I'll deafen as I do like a outro thing. I'm
The
about.
stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so
All right, so yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was our first time trying to do a some sort of a stream for D&D. We've never done it before, so this is our first time. Make sure to join the Discord server. Link should be in the description of the stream. If not, it should be on my channel somewhere. Make sure to join the Discord server. Let me know how it went. Let me know anything about let me know how the stream went, pros, cons. If you want to see more of it, but also like maybe some like suggestions or something like, hey, add this, hey, do that. Just do different things like that. Just like I said, make sure to join the Discord server. That way you can also be notified a little bit better about when I'm going live. Maybe answer questions, and who knows, we could have a future one shot or something to where we invite somebody to play as a character for a session or something. That's future thoughts, but this was the first one, so make sure to just join the Discord server and let me know about what you guys like and everything. So anyway, I may be going live tomorrow afternoon to evening, to be determined, because I'm going to try to do some work on the TMC server. And if you don't know what the TMC is, go to my Discord server. There's like a info about it. It's a Minecraft server I'm been working on, and I'll probably be working on that tomorrow, and I may stream while I do it, just because I think it would be cool. But yeah, thank you so much, Lucky, for sticking out with this long. And yeah, thank really for the watch. We enjoy it. It's a good time that we can all just come together and be able to have fun. Because we all of us in this party have different interests and likes and everything. So it's really cool that we get to come together and do stuff. But anyway, like he said, next Friday, hopefully the same time, we'll be doing the next session for this campaign. But like I said, I'm gonna try to stream maybe tomorrow. Keep track of the Discord because that's where I'll be announcing and asking questions and all that stuff about it. So I keep plugging the Discord because I'm trying to get people to join it because I've made this Discord's kind of new-ish. When I first started my channel, I had a Discord, and then when I first made my server, I had a Discord, and then now I have like my final Discord, and then trying to work that out. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if Nice is still here, but if he's still here, thank you so much for the $10 donation. It means a lot. In fact, I'm probably going to even be using that tomorrow for part of the server. So already going to be putting that to use. So I will catch you guys at some point. See ya. If I can figure out how to turn this off.